Cool. And we're live, Cuzzo. Hit him with that intro.
We are back. Welcome back to the Electors Podcast. This is episode 38, I believe. Sometimes, man, I get the episodes mixed up.
Might be 37, 38, whatever.
Right.
We good.
But we're here. That's the main thing is we're here. We want to welcome you guys back to the episode. And today we have a very special guest who goes by the name of Ruben Ramirez. He's a local comedian. He's on the rise. And, I mean, he's been on BET Plus. He's been on The Laugh Factory. Have you been on Zanies?
Oh yeah.
I was gonna say I know. I know that there's a whole slew of comedy clubs in Chicago, but Zanies. Where else, man? What else have you been on?
Everywhere, bro. I mean, anywhere you can think of that have comedy in the city.
Yeah,
I've been a part of. So thankful for that.
Nice.
But yeah, man, happy to be here, bro.
That's what's up. And that's like I told you earlier, man. That's a dope hoodie and a dope beanie, man.
Oh, I gotta rep the brand, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. It's one of those things too, bro. I feel like everybody rocks everybody else's brand or anything, and it's always cool to have a conversation starter. You know, so you can always develop a new fan, somebody just off of your own merch. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
A lot of these comedians don't know how to be a businessman either, and I realized that just by performing all over, nobody really got merch like that, and I'm like, why wouldn't you want to make more revenue? Why wouldn't you do? There's been sometimes I got paid more by I walked out of the club with more money than the headliner because I brought a bag of stuff to give, to sell. So
that's smart.
I always gotta tell people, man, make yourself a brand, bro, and because people want to support. You know what I'm saying? Anytime the strangers love buying stuff for to help somebody out. You know what I'm saying? So. And always will be a part of the brand. And, this one specifically has an horchata cup that just pays homage to my OG name. I used to go by Baby Horchata. And once I got serious with comedy, I was like, you know what? I'm going to drop it and just rep my own name.
What's the story behind Baby Horchata?
Well, to keep it a buck, man, when I first started comedy, like 3-4 years ago, all of my favorite rappers had Baby in them. Like I was Dub Baby, Lil Baby, Sada Baby. And I was like, fuck it, I'm going to throw Baby in my shit too. And, horchata's a universal thing, bro. It don't matter if you're black, white, Asian, Mexican, Dominican. Everybody know what horchata is. So I was like, you know what? It's a universal language. So I was like, fuck it. Let me fuck around and put horchata on my name too. So, but yeah, like I said, man, this year I finally got serious with it. And it's funny that I'm wearing Aurora, and I got to bring up the homie Ken Flores. Right before he started skyrocketing, I because he used to go by Too Skinny, and he dropped it and he went to his OG name. And I asked him like, hey, why'd you do that? And he was like, man, people don't really take you serious, And if you look on a flyer, they're gonna say, oh, what's this guy with a nickname? So now you're at like almost like a higher plateau, or per se, and going to when you start cringing at your own shit, like he even said it too. I'm like, man, because I would go to be like, hey, yo, I'm Baby Horchata, and they're like, what's your government name, bro? And I'm like, oh, my bad, bro. You know what I'm saying?
No, that makes sense.
It's just, man, it worked, bro. I mean, as soon as I went to my own name, people really, I feel like, veterans, I guess, respected me more, and it was just easy to market myself more out there,
Yeah, it take you a little more serious.
Yeah,
right?
And all it was when it comes to like keeping it, like the only reason I kind of wanted to keep it is just it get a lot of clicks anytime I would comment on something, and they're like, "Oh, Baby Horchata, that's a cool name," but like that's about it though,
Yeah, it's just cool. So that's interesting because it's different for like rappers. You meet a rapper. They always introduce themselves with their rap name.
Yeah.
And then you call them by their rap name like forever.
Yeah, for sure. I don't know, man. It's one of those things like, I just wanted to elevate, bro. And it's just one of those things that I felt like I needed to do with branding or, just growing in general, because getting a hold of these clubs is like, hi, my name is Baby Horchata. I'm like, who the fuck is this guy?
Right.
I'm like, bro, you're 28.
Like, sir, I'm not thirsty. Get out of here.
Ain't nothing baby about you, fat bitch. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Oh my God.
No, you're right though.
Yeah, so it's just one of those things, just growing, bro.
Yeah.
Just growing pains. And, like I said, I just started,
Yeah.
So.
Now, when did you start stand-up? Because
this year was my 4-year anniversary, but this year is my first year I took it as my main thing. Nice. We were talking off air, talking about like you saw me in a picture in a film festival.
Right.
I was big into film directing and music video directing, acting, and that was always my main squeeze. And I always had comedy on the side. So like I would be okay with doing 1 or 2 showcases a month. I'm happy. That's like 2 10-minute sets. But then this year I was like, I don't know, man, this film and acting stuff ain't really moving like the way I wanted to. Mm-hmm. Let me put my energy into comedy, see what happens. And it just clicked. It clicked. It just clicked, bro. And I ended up falling in love with it more than I did with, you know, film and acting. So, you know, like with that being said, it's like this year I really, you know, sat down, you know, nitty gritty, focused on it, right. Made it my main squeeze, and yeah, it took off for me. And you know, it took off for me in a year compared to the 7-8 years I've been acting. So it's like, well, this is it. Yeah, I'm going to use this platform to put me in whatever other position I wanted to put me in. So
yeah. And what you notice was like the difference between acting and like comedy for it to take off quicker than acting?
Oh man.
Like does acting just take longer, like the movies?
It's so many factors, bro, because when you do a film, you might not see it till 2 years later.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I'm saying? So and like you can only promote the same film for so long, right? True. And opportunities are slim to none because I'm non-union. So it's like you're battling so much for so little, because it's like, you know, you're doing college student films, you're doing short films with your buddies, you're trying to do whatever you can, because you're still at the lowest plateau where you can't really be at the top. You know, I got an agent now for both, for comedy and film, and you know, they get me better positions than what I was before. So I'm signed with Haste Talent in Chicago, and you know, they got me a lot of auditions for Power, and I was almost on it, bro. And I wasn't vaccinated though. Bro, I was salt, man. I got pretty far in the audition process, and then they asked me that magic question. They're like, "Are you vaccinated?"
Magic question.
And I was like, "Shit, I'm not."
You should have got yourself that fake card.
Hey, man. Bro, look.
Yeah. I know a guy.
I got it after. So, no, I did it. But yeah, it's one of those things, bro. It's like, whatever. I got something bigger coming for me, so I ain't
for sure.
I ain't mad, you know.
And we got to give you credit, man, because I would say, since, you know, I saw you, well, I didn't see you at the film festival, but I saw that you were on the film festival. But then the next time that I actually met you was at the Art of Fades
showcase,
Halloween showcase that they had. And I was doing a collaboration with one of the barbers there.
Yeah.
And man, since then, like when I went through your Instagram and looked at your catalog and saw everything that you've done since just that time period,
bro,
you've been working.
Bro, you've
been working.
It's been dude, I'm telling you, bro, I've been focused, man. And like, I mean, I met a lot of cool, different people in the time being too. Like, I got really close with Los Cutted. I got really close with
Los,
you know, I got a very big appreciation for the barber and cosmetology industry, bro. Like, just being around him, like seeing him, how he does his, and the people around him, you know, Mr. Official, Taylor.
Those dudes took it to a whole nother level,
bro,
too.
Man, you have no idea, dude. I've interviewed A-Rod, dog. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've been in the same room as Sophie Stagel. I've been, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've been in
heavy hitters.
I've been in the same rooms eating with everyone's goat. You know what I'm saying? And then me, I'm just like, oh, they cool. Like, their work's awesome. You know, because I'm not a barber. I'm not you know, by any means. But people will be like, bro, what? Hey man, like, hey, what you gotta do? I'm like, bro, I'm just here to, you know, I do In the Cut podcast with Los Cutted, and you know, I got to meet a lot of cool people through that, and a lot of, you know what I'm saying? So you meet people like that, you know, and they inspire you. Not just because they're not in my field by any means,
for sure,
but seeing how they create, seeing how they do what they do, and at the volume that they do it as, is like.
Yeah, because when Los first started, man, like he was one of the barbers that a lot of us looked up to, right? And because of social media, he was able to, slingshot himself into a whole nother stratosphere. And when he first started out, I remember even like local barbers around here, they were like, man, who is this guy? Who is this Los Cutter guy? Who is Moody? Who is Mr. Official? You know? And they were just building their brand. Official cuts. And they just kept pumping out videos, man. They kept pumping out content.
Monsters, and just big respect to all them. I love them all.
Yeah.
And like I said, bro, I just seeing them, how they roll, everybody's rocking, do their thing. I was like, bro, I can't be around them and not rock. You know, I can't be, you know what I'm saying? So, and it's cool, man, because just from like we always like kind of like not necessarily we check each other, right? We're like, hey man, like how we've grown ever since, and it's like astronomical each way, bro. So and it's cool, bro. Seeing Los go on tour for education, bro. He's in Dubai one week, next week he's in Spain, next week in Mexico. You know what I'm saying? That's the flex, bro. That's the whoever is hating on him, bro. That's the you know what I'm saying? Like that, and the thing is, bro, he's such a good guy, bro. Literally, man, this dude is so selfless, bro. I don't care I don't know what experience anyone's ever had with anybody. Right. Or, maybe they think if you're ever wondering if Los Cutters is like bougie or celebrity, nah, bro. This dude's down to earth and just overall a great dude. And the team too, man. We work with Average Panda, the photographer, and directed by Los, another good creative. A bunch of content creator goats, bro. And so we mesh all well. I keep them laughing and they keep creating, bro.
Right. So, that's good. Yeah. What was the biggest takeaway you've taken from being around that circle? Because looking from the outside in, sometimes you take a step back and you're like, whoa.
Oh man, man, there's so many things that I took away, bro. Because they put that dog in me, bro. Like. Everything that everybody's able to establish, right?
Right.
They did it with one thing, and that was outworking everyone. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I take that in, because I'm always like, bro, you might be funnier than me, but you ain't gonna outwork me, bro.
Right.
Because we could both do an hour on stage, and we'll see what the difference is of what we do afterwards.
Right.
Oh, you go back in agreement, you hide. No, I'm shaking hands with everybody, hugging everybody. Yep. Slanging my merch. Me, myself, and I slanging. Even if it, what I'm saying, boom, 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 boom. And then what are you doing afterwards? Oh, you drinking, out going to clubs? No, I'm going back to the crib and see how my clips are. I'm gonna see what I can edit. Let me, because it's right there, bro. There's gonna be one clip that takes me the fuck off.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be over and said with.
Yeah,
I'm chasing that.
Yeah,
I'm chasing that, bro. Yeah. I'm chasing that, and that's what being around people like Los Cutters and all them have really instilled in me. Like the one thing that put them at their plateau is the one thing, and that's outworking the fuck out of everybody.
And that's that Mambo mentality.
Literally, bro. And so I've seen them put 18, 20-hour days, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And while there's barbers on the chair like this, playing on their phones and having two, and then saying that social media ain't all that. And, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
La verga, bro. Nah.
Hey, it's true though. It's true. No, you got to put the work in. You have to put the work in, man. So right now, what's your next big show is November 28th, correct?
Yes, November 28th, man. So a lot of things circulated around that, bro. Because man, I always tell people, man, do not wait on people to hire you. Hire yourself.
There you go.
Put yourself in position.
Yeah.
A lot of comedians are waiting and praying and hoping that these big clubs are gonna come and save them. That is not the reality of it whatsoever, bro. So what did I do? I hired myself. I was like, you know what, bro? My TikTok's hitting. Let me give myself my headline day.
There you go.
Cool. Dang. All right. Let me do a 9 o'clock. Let me just put it out there and see what happens.
Right.
A week later, sells out. All right. Let me do a 7 o'clock. Cool. 7 o'clock starts selling. Boom. Sells out. I was like, I have 2 weeks to the show date. I was like, let me throw in 11 o'clock. See what I can get.
Yeah.
Sells out. So not only did I hire myself, there is no middleman. Shout out to my buddies in Chicago. They're a beautiful establishment to work with. I've been working with them for a while. And I was like, bro, you keep your bar and your food and let me keep my ticket sales.
Nice.
He said, done.
Done.
Nice.
Because they make guap off of food. Bro, my clientele, bro, is black Mexicans, bro. What do black and Mexicans do? Bro, drinking and eating, bro. That tab, bro, I've seen tables that had too many plates and they were trying to figure out how to put, you know what I'm saying? Like,
they're playing
Mugs
Tetris
was
over
drinking,
there.
bro.
They're playing Jenga.
Yeah, bro.
It's
It's one of those things, man. So it's a win-win situation.
Right.
And he was smart enough to shut down the whole establishment that night. He was smart enough. He didn't allow outside crowds to try to come in and get food. Nothing, even like that. Because, bro, there was over 200 people there that whole evening.
Dude.
You know what I'm saying? So you go, 7 o'clock goes in.
Yeah.
What happens? 9 o'clock is coming in as 7 o'clock is about to ending. that clusterfuck that happens in between times.
Right.
Now, because I'm in the front too, so everybody's like coming in and saying hi to me and stuff. Well, I'm trying to get the
Say
people to
bye to
leave, and
everybody,
it's just the. So he was like, "Yeah, bro, we're not gonna let anybody in here." So what happened, bro? These commercial clubs took notice. They took notice, and they were like, "This dude could put asses in seats.
Exactly.
Right.
What do we need to put asses in seats?"
How we get him here?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So the comedy bar in the River North were the first ones to hit me up, and we got set up November 28th, and then my goal with that one is sell that mug out, and then be like, hey, I want a weekend now. You gave me a Tuesday, give me a weekend. I'll rock that too.
Yeah.
And that goes from there. You know what I'm saying?
You work your way. Yeah.
Exactly, bro. It's all about getting in there, proving the concept.
Right.
And that's something too, Lowe's taught me, proving the concept. You prove the concept that it's there and you're able to do it, mugs will believe it. Rather than just being like, bro, I could sell it out. Let me show you that I can.
True.
Right.
True.
Starting off small.
Exactly,
small
bro.
wins.
Exactly. And that's what I told my comedy agent too. I'm like, bro, for next year, throw me in a Tuesday and wherever I gotta go. If I gotta go to Houston on a Tuesday and then hit Dallas next day on a Wednesday, let's do it.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily need to request a weekend right now.
Right.
Let me show these cats that I could do it. You know,
Yeah.
I'll even put if I have to put my own bread up type of thing. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just to show them that I could do it because I can. You know, so
It's dedication.
it's just
it is.
proving the concept, bro, and just hiring yourself, bro.
And how did you like where have you been learning a lot of this stuff at? Because a lot of new comedians, probably sitting there like, man, he's just saying that because he knows Los Cuddy, he knows mood. Like how did you or who taught you how to get to that point when you were at the beginning?
Well, man, it's just all trial and error.
Yeah.
Bro, I used to struggle selling 10 tickets at a show. When I would first start producing shows and stuff like that, like showcases that I would let my friends hop on and perform too. Yeah. Like, bro, me and my buddies, the spot used to lose money just so my show could happen. You know what I mean? And just learning, all right, what can I do to make sure I don't have 10 people at my show next time? Okay, maybe I should record the whole event, see what content I can create out of it, what so and so. Okay, next show hits. All right, 2025, we're getting there. We're not where we want to be, but we're getting there. And people are just gotta quit being afraid.
No,
I think that's the biggest thing. People are so afraid of failure.
Yep.
They're so afraid of what can go wrong.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, they're not betting on themselves enough.
Yep.
You gotta take a chance on yourself, bro. Ain't nobody gonna, bro.
Yep.
You think, bro? You think the United Center's gonna take a chance on me if I don't take a chance on myself at a bar? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And there's something to be said about like taking all those L's along the way, right?
Yeah.
Because it builds a calloused mind.
Real,
right?
That's real, bro. I almost went homeless for this shit, bro. Like,
exactly.
I used to put up my bread all the time, bro. I used to, for acting, for all that. I would almost go homeless for this, bro. Just because I just wanted it so bad, and that's why I always say, bro, I'm like, people can be funny to me, but they're not gonna outwork me on these things, bro.
Yeah.
I've been too close to being homeless to now I'm decent, you know,
and I was gonna say, bro, I think that's something that I really want people to take away from this podcast is that you have that side of you, that hunger. That dog,
I'm always hungry,
right?
dog.
Right? Yeah.
I'm always like, zoom in on this.
You got that doggy. But man, you got such a business mind.
Yeah,
right?
bro.
You're humble and you work with people. Yeah. You're not afraid to put other people on.
Bro, you saw that? I have how many openers I have, bro?
You had 1, 2, 3, at least 3.
I have 4 total.
Four?
So I had a host and 3 openers.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah.
People, the face that I told when I told some of these comedians that you have 4 people before you, bro. Someone said if someone saw the picture of all my people that opened for me and me, they're like, if my team gotta eat was a picture, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? So like, I had homies that have never seen more than 20 people around them. You know what I'm saying? At a performance area. I've had homies. My homie that hosted, Manny, that's my best friend.
Dope.
And he just started comedy like 2-3 months ago.
Dope.
And he lives in Peoria, which there's not too many opportunity over there.
Right.
So I was like, bro, come up north. I got you. Like, come on. Like, I don't want you to have that mindset over there. Like, being in Central Illinois when there's only racist people in corn. You know what I'm saying? Like, come up north where the mind is up.
Right.
And like I said, a lot of these cats have never seen that many people.
Right.
And I wanted to pressure that, put that on somebody,
Right.
So, yeah, man, I'm not afraid to put my homies on, bro, and at all. And like, anytime I get opportunities, bro, I always put somebody on because I know how it feels to be put on.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like now I'm getting put on. You know what I'm saying? And I know how good that feels.
Yeah.
You know, I've been able to open up for Chingo Bling. I've been able to open up for Kevin Herrera. I'll be opening up for him again December 1st and 2nd at Rosemont Zanies.
Nice.
And I just got done opening up for Craig Conant in Davenport, Iowa. So like now I'm getting those blessings returned per se, you know?
Yeah.
But I know how good that feels. That's why I want to give that up to people too, you know?
That's awesome, bro.
So why do you think that some people don't, because like your mentality's dope to put people on and even take the time to come here and we don't even know each other. But why do you think there's other people that are like too Hollywood when it comes to this stuff? Because, you know, like you're already getting your notoriety, you're big on TikTok, and you could easily be like, nah, man, you guys.
Man, you know what? Because so it's rough to say because this is me being honest, bro. I want to always be honest. I'm not saying I'm starting to get that way, but I'm able to choose what I want to do and what I don't want to do.
Yeah.
I'm in a mindset where I can finally say no and be okay with it.
Right.
And saying no is just fine. I'll be honest. I've said no to a lot of spots that I felt like my time is gonna be maximized there, right? It's one of those things, bro. Like I said earlier, a lot of these podcasts hit me up, and I'm like, all right, bro, let's set up a date at my show.
Yeah.
And it's not necessarily just to sell a ticket. It's just to establish like a face. It's there to be like, this is me. You tell me you fuck with me.
Yeah.
Right.
That you will come out and spend time with me. So now I will spend time out of my day to come fuck with you.
Okay.
But a lot of people don't understand that concept and they get butthurt.
Right.
Hey, bro, wasn't able to make. I'm like, dog, you're 3 shows late. I'm sorry.
You're 3 shows.
I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? And that could be Hollywood per se.
Right.
But it comes a time, bro, because trust me, now I think about money more often, right? Not even just because so I can get by, but it's because like I said, I've almost went homeless for this. So for me to leave the house, right, it has to be a small figure, but to some it's like a lot.
Right.
And it's one of those things. It's like, do you value me in a way that you know? Because majority of that money is going to my car. You know, it's gas and maintenance. You know what I'm saying? It ain't even me just profit off of it. No, it's not. It's just if you don't got it, that's fine. Like ain't no harm, no foul. Yeah. I got plenty of up and coming homies that would love to do it for the free. I just can't right now. Just because right now, for example, somebody that never went to none of my shows, they just saw me catch flame, and they want me just so they can get some type of that algorithm. What do I get out of it as far, you know what I'm saying? Like there's no real value per se. So, I mean, when it comes to like growing, bro, I feel like, I could probably feel a little more Hollywood with opportunities, but not with people.
Yeah.
Cause like I said, like now I'm in a position where I can say no to shows. I'm okay with saying no to shows, right? Because they don't just, if it's on a random Tuesday and it's kind of low and it's on the north side of Chicago, I'm like, man, I could be editing during that time. That editor, you know what I'm saying? Something, you know what I'm saying? There's always things, but if they make it interesting, hey, bro, all right, you know, it's a Tuesday, I know, but if I can give you this, and that, you know, boom, 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 then, you know, cool. Fine. Let's do it.
How much politics involved in comedy? Because, I mean, like, there was that situation that happened with Ralph Barbosa and George Lopez, right?
Yeah.
And how it almost felt like, man, like the old school generation didn't want to, they were kind of gatekeeping.
Yeah.
Right? And they weren't, giving guys like Ralph, Ken, like someone like yourself, man, an opportunity. Or even wanting to give you guys a shout out.
Yeah.
You know, can you speak on that for a little bit?
Oh, definitely, bro. I think it's definitely an old gen thing, but it's like specific people, you know, because now that I'm in a lot of these green rooms where a lot of these veterans are in, I do hear them speak about things, you know, and a lot of times, these veterans don't like that we catch wind so quick where it took them 20 years to catch wind to where it only takes us about 2 years of
True.
And why? Because we have the internet. Fine. You know, it's a tool. But trust me, bro, me personally, I've tried to teach a lot of these veterans that talk about hating on the internet all the time. I've tried to teach them how to edit content.
Right.
And they're like, I'm not good at this shit. I'm like, bro, you're not going to be good at it with that mindset.
Right, exactly.
Like, I don't care
Yeah.
if you're 40, 45 years
Right,
old,
right.
dog. My dad's about to be 60 and he can use a phone.
Right.
You know what I'm
right.
saying? I'm like, there's
Yeah.
no reason why you can't learn this stuff.
Yep.
I'm
Yeah.
trying
They just
to teach
don't
you
wanna
the
learn
key.
it,
I'm trying
right?
to teach them the key, literally.
Right.
And there's been a lot of vendors that have taken the advice and they're very happy with it.
Mhm.
But it's one of those things too. You won't see it in our generation, dog. You won't. I feel like this stage of comedy, bro.
Mhm.
We all respect each other because we know that there's enough stages for everybody.
You can see it.
Yeah.
Literally, bro.
can see
Man,
it.
dude,
Yeah.
like obviously Kim Flores. That's
Right.
that's the GOAT. And you know, I just got done doing a little show with him at Zany's a couple Sundays ago.
Dope.
And you know, as we shook up, he was like, "Hey, bro, let me know what about next year, bro. I got
Yeah.
a couple of days that you know you can come through with me." Cool.
Yeah,
He didn't have
that's
to do
what's up.
that.
Yeah.
He didn't have to do that.
Yeah.
But he knows he has a platform right now that can help somebody, and he chose
Yep.
to help you know a couple of
Yeah.
us because it's me and my other homies that he invited. And
Mhm.
it's not even just that, bro. It's just seeing how Ralph Barbosa. How he
Right.
reacts to everybody, you know.
Right,
yeah.
Keep it above, bro. He follows me, all right? You can check.
No,
But you know what
Shout out
I'm saying?
to
Every
Ralph.
now and
Shout
then he's
out.
throwing a flame emoji, whatever.
Yeah.
Little things like that, bro.
Yeah.
And it's all over though. But it's all over. I think our generations understands that like this is what it is, bro. There's
Yeah.
enough stages for everybody.
Yeah.
Big talk, big mediums. Like, bro, I'm never going to take money away from them. And
Right.
they know that, you know.
Right.
Vice versa. We're all in our own markets.
Yeah, there's
Right.
there's no crabs in a barrel
No,
mentality.
it's not. And
Everybody
but
eats.
Not at all, bro. It ain't no. You know, obviously our fans are probably similar, but it
Yeah.
ain't no way like I'm gonna have a same night as him while he's in the improv. That's gonna take somebody away from him. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
it's like there's no need for a competition type of
Right.
vibe. Obviously, we're very competitive per se,
Right.
Yeah.
but we're not gonna be like, fuck him. You
Yeah.
know?
No, yeah.
Nah, it ain't like that.
Now, do you guys kind of feel like iron sharpens iron? Like you guys sharpen each other when it comes to your jokes?
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things. If because I've gotten advice from veterans, right? Like on what maneuvers to make. Like Chingo Bling, like he's helped me with a couple of my jokes. Like after he saw me perform and open my form, he told me different ways I could do a joke
Yeah.
and it hit.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. And I've seen it before too, where comedians like, hey, use this instead of that, dude, and be a lot funny. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Yeah.
You see it here and there. To where I doubt that veteran, like older.
Yeah,
G's
they're not
be
giving
trying
up.
to, nah, bro, that's me is me and
Mhm.
I is I, you
Right.
know, and whatever. If again, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
the OGs
just-
are always gonna be
Yeah,
the OGs,
right,
bro, and
Right.
they just, but they have to respect us, bro. I don't
Right.
just even though I haven't done 50 years like them, bro.
Right.
Like,
You're putting in work.
Yeah,
Still putting
yeah.
in work. Yeah.
it's one of those things. I'm sure it's your guys' industry as well,
Yeah,
where
no,
somebody's
yeah.
doing
It's
60 years and
changed.
they're like, Shani, why are you using that blade?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right,
They used to use
yeah.
hand clippers, bro.
Yeah.
Back in the day.
Yeah.
Now,
They're like wireless.
Yeah,
No,
wireless,
So let me get you my
exactly.
plug in.
Exactly.
Right.
it's like, nah, man. That's why you got carpal tunnel. You know what I mean? You
Fact,
got hair like
yeah.
this for 7
Yeah.
years.
Put them on baby list, bro.
Yep.
Yeah.
And when it comes to writing, is it similar to like artists when they're writing their lyrics, whether it's singing or songwriting? Because like normally they'll be in a studio, right?
Mhm.
And then people kind of like bouncing ideas off of each other.
Mhm.
Is that kind of how you do it when you're writing? Like you got somebody you're like, hey, let me tell you this joke before you take it to the stage.
So right now as a community, there is like writers' rooms
Okay.
to where comedians can go and like they just bounce off. I haven't been to one of those, but I think that's really cool
Mhm.
Yeah.
for people that struggle with writing because writing is essential, right? Like you
Right.
cannot not write.
Mhm.
You can't just keep freestyling your whole life. You could tell who freestyles and who genuinely like hits a pad or your phone
Yeah.
or whatever, and you know tries to really
Put something together.
dip a joke
Yeah.
in, right?
Yeah.
And but yeah, I got a couple homies, and they do it to me too. Hey, bro, I wrote this bit. Well, let me know what you think.
Yeah.
And then I be honest. Hey, bro, I mean, you think you could do this better? I'm like, hey, bro, it's not that good. Maybe you need to, just flip the joke around or even throw
Right.
it away. You know.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But I always say, I'm like, dude, don't take my advice because I'm still trying to figure this out. You
Mhm.
know.
Right.
And they're like, well, you're doing good. I'm like, I'm alright. You know.
Right.
Yeah.
I ain't where I want to be till I get to tell my mom and dad they ain't got to work again. You know?
Right.
True.
So till then, that's when you take my advice. Yeah,
True.
that's when
Yeah.
I'm the king, you know.
Yeah.
But till then, I'm like, I'm not there yet. So I tell them just go off of me, man, and always just I don't know, make it personal, bro. Always make it the when you're doing stories, bro, make it somewhat you. You can't just
Right.
put a facade on your whole
Right.
life, you know.
Yeah, because people
Right.
see through that.
Yeah.
You
And then I'm like, because I talk about cheating all the time. I'm like, bro, y'all knew me in high school. I cheated all the time, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Oh man, his ex girl listening right now gonna be like,
Yeah,
What?
right.
Nah,
Yeah.
you
He's like, no, I was cheating on the test. The test, not you. The
You told me
test.
you were at your friend's house.
It's funny. My girl has to listen to all
Yeah.
that and all the
Oh,
time.
right,
so
right.
it's funny. So she was like, "You better not doing that, pendejo." I'm like, I'm not.
And she's holding the frying pan.
Yeah,
in her
no,
hand,
bro.
like,
when she's a barber, so she got a friggin'
Oh
Yeah.
man,
Oh,
she
that
cut that
razor
beard
blade.
off.
yeah, bro.
Yeah,
Oh
buddy.
man, the
Yeah,
beard
nah.
comes off.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
a different story.
Can you speak on the importance of timing and tempo as a comedian? Because I think that's something that
It's a dance, bro.
That's what I was gonna say. It's an art, right?
It's a dance, bro. If you don't know, because here's the thing, man, and respectfully, there's a lot of people that went to public school, me, and they weren't really taught the art of communication
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
very well. I didn't learn really how to communicate till I was in college. And shout out to my professor, Joseph Shanakis, and he really helped me because I used to do everything run-on sentence, bro.
Mm.
And when you're doing everything as a run-on sentence, there's no punchline.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There's no pause.
Right.
Everyone's waiting. You see what I did there?
Exactly.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
I like that.
And
Yeah.
it's one of those things is I've seen a lot of these comics do
Yeah.
not know how to perform. They're funny, but
Right.
they don't know how to perform.
Mhm.
And I always recommend. Luckily, I came from an actor's background, so
Yeah,
I know how
'cause
to
you got
perform.
that. Yeah.
So that made it a lot more simpler when I'm doing these jokes, how I'm
Mhm.
portraying things,
Right.
hands, that my eyes,
Right.
you know,
Right.
that goes far as fuck,
Yeah.
rather than doing a joke monotone and not having a punchline,
Yeah.
and then just saying, "Damn, that joke sucked," and getting more laughs out of that part
Yeah.
than fucking your actual joke. So yeah, man, everything's a dance, bro. Everything is a dance, and the more people can actually figure that out, that it's a performance rather than just a bit, then
Right,
they'll go
right.
farther with it.
Yeah, because I think that that's one thing that I've noticed is like comedians that I like and that I enjoy. I can see that they understand that
Mm-hmm.
the dance between them and the audience.
Yeah.
There's times where a joke may be really good,
Mm-hmm.
but like you're saying, because of the way that they delivered it, it just doesn't get there.
Doesn't hit.
It doesn't
yeah.
get there.
And
yeah.
it happens to me too sometimes to this day, bro. I'm not saying I'm perfect and I'm killing every show.
Right.
Because I'd be
right.
like, any comedian that says they kill every show is a liar, bro.
I believe.
Because we all get those
Yeah.
bombings that
Yeah.
humbles us, and it's like, you know what?
Yeah.
All right, cool. And it's funny, bro. I always get my bombings, like the showcase, before my big headlining joints. So I always make sure I have some type of show beforehand, so I get it out of the way.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
And but yeah, man, I'm not, like I said, I'm not perfect by any means. I'm still trying to perfect this, but it's a learning experience, bro. Because I mean, every crowd's gonna be different.
True.
At least when I headline, I know who's gonna be in the crowd.
True.
Right.
Majority Latino and blacks. It ain't gonna
Yeah.
be some homies from Wrigleyville and then Schaumburg and
Right, right.
Lombard and Wheaton and all them. You know what I'm
Nope.
saying? Like
Yeah,
it's gonna be
yeah.
motherfuckers from Little Village on 26th Street
Yeah.
that just got done putting a shift in. They come out
Right.
to get a laugh, and
Yeah.
then they go back to put another shift in. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So it's
Yeah.
it's cool, man.
Man, that's what's up, man.
That's dope.
So what would you, with the grind that you have and that focus that you have, what are 3 ways or 3 things that you do to stay locked in, but at the same time don't get burnt out or lose that love for comedy? You know what I'm saying? What are the 3 ways, or maybe if it's only one,
Yeah.
but
Well, bro, when you guys know, and this you probably heard this on every motivational speaker's Instagram before, but it's always a know your why.
yeah,
Mhm.
You know, knowing
Yeah.
why you do this, bro. I mean, my why is obviously my parents. I wanna retire them, and it was cool, man. Last time they live in Kansas City, Missouri. Last time I was in Kansas, I was able to perform in front of them.
Oh,
And
that's dope.
I rocked
man.
it, and then like my mom
Yeah.
and dad, like Mexican parents, bro.
Yeah,
like they're
yeah,
very
yeah.
proud.
Yeah.
And so like my mom and dad were almost like in tears, saying like they're happy we found,
Yeah.
because they know how much acting meant to me, and for
True.
me to tell them like, hey, I don't really feel like I used to. I feel like they were upset too. Like, damn, Mijo didn't find what he
True.
really
you
wanted,
wanted,
but then
yeah.
they saw that I found it with this,
Right.
and they were like ecstatic, so so the main goal is that, I always wake up with trying to figure out what I could do to make their lives a little easier, and because they always made my brothers and I's lives easier,
Yeah.
and then obviously, bro, it's just because this year my goal was to do 100 shows, right? From the beginning of the year, my goal was I need 100 shows,
Yeah.
showcases, open mics, whatever. I need to touch a mic 100 times, so I want to
Right.
get these reps in. My 7 o'clock for that night, that
Mhm.
was my 100 show of the year.
Damn. That's
so
what's up.
I was able to accomplish that goal
That's huge, bro.
Yeah, bro. It was.
That's
dude,
huge.
Oh yeah, bro.
It's
trust
one
me.
thing to set a goal, but it's another thing to hit it, right?
it.
Yeah.
And something that even looks a little impossible. I was
Yeah.
like, you know, I'm like 100. Man, I gotta make sure I gotta do so a month. I'm like, dang, I only do like 2 months normally. What?
Right.
Yeah.
But you know, you literally set your vision out and you write it down. Always write it down. I have a whiteboard in front of my desk, shows what I want to accomplish a month, and then I have an idea on what I want to do for the year. And for the year, for the most part, I've accomplished majority.
Yeah.
But then you just make sure you write your goals down, because it's a cheat code for dopamine when you see you cross off something,
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
even if it's as small as wash your sheets for the week.
Right.
Yeah. No,
Something as small as that, okay, I got that done.
Shit,
Boom. Oh my God, I'm the shit.
Right.
Nobody gonna tell me nothing. Let me,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
Right.
so, you know your why. Always write down what your goals and what you want to get done, and breathe.
Yeah.
People forget to breathe, bro, and they forget to do almost like a recap.
Yeah.
Because even my homie Craig Conant, he was like, bro, like, where were you at in the beginning of the year? I was like, shh. You know, because he was talking about self-doubt. And even him as a touring comedian with 30 cities in his tour, he still says, man, self-doubt is a killer, man. I was like, you live in LA and like, you know, what do you mean self-doubt? You good.
Right.
But he was like, nah, man, I still have self-doubt.
Yeah.
But
Those intrusive thoughts, man.
yeah, and he was like, I was like,
They come.
you're right. He was like, well, I'm like, sometimes, you know, I do. I'm like, man, maybe. I'm like, but then again, like, I know I could do this. And, but he even said, he was like, yeah, bro, just, you know, self-doubt's a killer. So, you just gotta make sure, you know, your mind's right. You know, you're able to do it the way that you want to do it, and move forward with it. And I'm like, man, if a man like that still have some type of self-doubt,
Right.
it makes us real. We have to have a realness of everything.
Right.
So, but yeah, I mean,
that's
like I
what's up,
said, bro,
man.
I don't see myself getting burned down with this, bro. I just, man, when you make a full room laugh, bro, there's
that feeling.
That feels great.
like when you see a fade, bro.
Right.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And
Oh
you're
yeah.
like-
I'm like, man, I
like
did
that.
that.
Sit in this chair. Let me take like
I'm like,
a movie of you. Let me
Yeah.
see
Right.
every angle, like
Yeah.
one of those things, bro. So
Yeah.
no, you
That's
know,
what's up, man.
you know,
That's what's up.
It's like it's a certain type of high.
oh,
Yeah.
dude,
You know,
man,
it's a certain type of high.
nothing that we can provide, bro.
Yeah.
Right.
No,
We can't even provide
Right.
that high, bro.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so with that being said, how would that be the same advice you would give to like a young comedian or somebody just starting out that's probably gonna watch this or see you? Be the same advice?
My advice, bro, is definitely be consistent. That was my biggest issue when I first started. I wasn't consistent. And like I said, I did 1 or 2 showcases a month, and I was happy with it and thinking that that's what's gonna take me to the next level. When I live in the burbs, right? I live in
Right.
Joliet, so I'm about an hour away from the city.
Right.
The people in the city already have an advantage on me because they live there
Mhm.
Yeah.
and they can hit 10 open mics a night if they wanted to, because that's how much opportunity there is there.
Right.
To where I have to drive an hour back and forth to get to 1, 2 showcases. And I was like, nah, you have to figure out how to outgrind the people that live there.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because there's nothing in Joliet.
Yeah.
I'm not big enough for the Rialto yet. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, ain't
Yeah.
Rialto, but hey, you want to come and host? No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's nothing out there this way, bro. I mean,
Yeah.
we got CGs in Bolingbrook. We got Riddles and Allsip. There's nothing in Joliet. So it's like, I have to make it work. Like, I have to put this at a higher plateau. I got to really grind this out, you know? And
Right.
so I tell the comedians, man, if you're in a position to where you live near the city within an hour, bro, is make sure your time is used correctly. Hit as many open mics as you can, and you know, just be consistent with not even just going to mics, but being a comedian, posting content.
Yeah.
Right.
Because the social media aspect is a whole nother beast,
Bro,
right?
it can sets you apart, bro.
Yeah.
It sets you apart. You know how many times people say, I've seen your stuff
Right.
online, like, I want you to do a show here. And a lot of people are like, people that are like, hire me.
Mhm.
Right.
You see the same consistency with all of them, is that they don't post clips. They don't post. You can't go online and see a 10-minute set. You can't.
Right.
There's nothing out there
Right.
that the only thing that they have is their word that says they're funny.
Right.
Like, no, bro, have
People
your
need to see it.
portfolio.
Yeah.
Let
Right.
them make that judgment that you're funny enough to get
Mhm.
booked,
Right.
and you're good.
Yeah.
Let your social media do the talking.
Right.
Because a lot of times, if you're not posting on what it is, they're gonna say, "Oh, he's probably worth this much."
Right.
Oh, but when they see that you're phenomenal, you're at all these spots, you're everywhere,
Right.
they're like, I might not be able to afford this dude.
Yeah.
Let me, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like,
Yeah.
Right.
they people act right. You know, they're not
Yeah.
gonna come in your DM saying, "Hey, bro, I got a show for you," and you're not getting paid.
Right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
You ain't getting
man, I know I like to
Oh,
ramble,
man.
but yeah, comedians, man, young comedians, just be consistent in all aspects, bro. Your social media is and like we keep saying social media is because it's important, bro. I hope
It is.
people learn that to love it, you know?
Yeah.
And not to love it to the point where it takes over your life, but to love it enough to respect it.
Right.
And
Use it to your advantage.
definitely, bro.
Yeah, definitely.
And because there's plenty of comedians that don't use it to advantage.
No,
Be one of them
true.
that does. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's
That's
what's
solid
up,
advice, man. That's
That's
solid
what's up,
advice.
man.
Well, I know you
Well,
got to
yeah,
get
we
up outta
we
here,
wrapping
man.
up. We getting towards the end.
Yeah, we are.
Getting
We are.
towards
We
the
are.
end
But
here,
what I
man.
want to say, Ruben, is, man, you know, obviously I wanted to come out and support the show, but
definitely.
but honestly, man, we really fuck with you.
Yeah.
You know, Alex, you're gonna have to bleep that out. But we
Yeah,
really
right.
fuck with you. Yeah, I'm just
Just
kidding.
He was like, I already bleeped out Ruben like 20 times.
Yeah. But no, man, we would love to have you come back on because honestly, I feel like we just scratched the surface.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot for you to talk about.
Oh, definitely, bro. We didn't even touch film. Why?
Right.
Yeah, there's a lot. What's the worst bombing that I had? Yeah, but we
Yeah, see, man. So we got to bring
We
you
gotta do a
back.
part two.
We got to
Yeah,
do a
man.
part two. I know you got the
Yeah.
show. We
Yes,
want to
sir.
promote your show November 28th.
Yes, sir.
Give everybody the information one more time.
November 28th is a Tuesday. It's at 8 p.m. So you still be in bed by 10.
There you go.
I have my brother Anthony Fuentes opening up for me, and but yeah, man, at the Comedy Bar River North. For the folks in the burb, you ain't gotta worry about it. That area is very bougie. Ain't nobody gonna rob
Right.
you. There's literally
gotta
a
go
big
your
ass
back.
parking garage in front, so you ain't gotta worry about no one taking anything. Everybody's too rich to do that over
There
there.
you
So
go. There you go.
Dope, man. Dope.
That's
Well, all
what's
right,
up,
you
man.
guys. This is the Electives Podcast. As always, thank you for
Yeah.
watching. Thank you for listening. We'll catch you guys on the next episode.
Peace.